Okay, gentlemen and gentlemen, this is the Hero Journey with Dr. D here to encourage, motivate, to inspire, helping you get beyond your first move and creating a better mindset today. Earlier, I had a little technical difficulties, but it's going to be better in the by now. So, what we talk about tonight? What we talk about tonight? Tonight's recap, update, the Q&A. If you look over to the comment section, you will see a link. So when we get to discussion, the Q&A, please do not hesitate to click on. Click on because when you give you 2 cents, you may actually get a nickel back. Go figure, right? Go figure, you may actually get a nickel back. So this is what we're gonna do. What we talk about tonight? What happened? What happened? What happened? What? Well, it's really not about what happened, but what happens is that I did a video earlier pertaining to being lit, um, and the conversation was that is about being lit, too lit for comfort. Now, what happened? What happened was, like people say, is that I had on this side. This how I'm gonna do it. All right, we go down. Oh no, I just go down here. All right. What happened was that I had a situation where I was doing my ride share. So um when I did my riding share, I had a person that got in, and I was taking her to the location, and she got in, started telling me about how lit she was. I'm lit. I'm really lit. I said, "You been drinking?" She said, "I've been drinking since 12 o'clock. I've been off work since 12 o'clock, and it's 5. And I'm picking her up." And she was kind of offset, to say the least. So what happened was I took her to a location. Now, just the thing, I took her to one location, and we got this. Okay, now, so it's time to get out. She said, "This not where I'm supposed to be at." I said, "Where you supposed to be at?" "I don't know." I said, "Well, you need to call somebody and try to find out." So what she did, she commenced to try to contact somebody, and she talked to somebody who was sober. The person told her the address. I said, "Okay, now put the address in because this is a different destination that we're trying to go to." She said, "I ain't." I said, "What?" I said, "What? What?" I said, and she was like, "Oh, I ain't." I said, "Oh." She said, "Remember we was talking?" She said, "You was talking to this girl earlier." Now, mind you, I've never seen this woman a day in my life. And you wasn't saying that you were talking to this other girl earlier, and so I ain't move, I ain't gonna do nothing. I said, "What?" I said, I didn't say it like that. I had somewhat of composure. And I said, "Ma'am, you gotta go ahead and put the address in so we get to the new destination." She wasn't having it. So the lady on the phone was sober and she was saying, "Girl, you gotta give them the address." And guess what happened, y'all? The phone, the phone went dead. Oh Lord. And I did not have an Apple charger, only had a Android charger. It went dead. It went dead before I can get to the destination. And I said, "Where you going?" She said, "I think we're going somewhere." So she gave me a location. I drove to the location. It within 2 minutes of where we were. And she went to sleep, laid down sideways, went to sleep. And I get out and yeah, I got out. It's a hotel. I said, I went to the front desk to see if I can actually get a charger so I can charge the phone, get a destination. I pretty much already assumed this was going to be a wrap. I just want to get out of my car, people. I just want to get out the car. And so what happened was that she laid down sideways, just like that. She laid down sideways and I think she went to sleep. She took off her socks and her shoes. She got right comfortable. Real comfortable like. She sure real comfortable like. I said, "Oh Lord, gotta get her out of here." So when she got comfortable, what happened? What happened was, uh, then she got said, "We here. I'm gonna go in here. Let's get in here and get this charger." She turned sideways and said, "I think I gotta pee." I said, "What?" And she tried to turn sideways and start unrolling. I said, no, 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 I'm out. And she started, I said, "Ma'am, you're gonna have to start pull your clothes up." Now, I've seen videos about situations in the Ubers of drivers, and I just never thought it'd be me. I just never thought it'd be so. Lord, I'm have to call the police to get out of my car. But when she turned sideways, I know that motion, and I said, "No, no, no, pull him back up, pull him back up. Let's uh, I said, let me get you inside so we get the charger." So I had to really talk gingerly with her and actually had to just be nice and calm because she gets, "I ain't going nowhere." And she said, "Get your hands off me. I don't need no help. It's okay. Okay. Don't want no smoke." So I had her, so she put one leg out. I said, "Yes." I said, "Yes." Yeah, I clapped and and what happened that she, a shoe was in the car. I have to put a shoe on, like the gentleman. And so he started getting up. I said, "Yes." And I walked in, "Come on, let's walk over here toward the door." So I walked toward the door. I went right to the front desk and asked the guy, "Did he have a charger?" But she walked past me. And guess what she walked at, y'all? She walked at, no, she walked at the bathroom. That woman is about to let go in my car. I got out. I told the front man. He said, "Man, thanks for the hit." I said, "Man, she's lit. She's drunk. I don't know what's going on." And the front desk bed, he said, "Thanks for the heads up." He said, "Thanks for the heads up." And I said, "Man, I am so sorry." As I ran out the front door, I ran as fast as I could because my door was open and my car was running, and I was trying to drive from that location. She went to the restroom. I went out the front door and I left. Now, would you say that was an uncomfortable situation? I think it was. I think it was a very uncomfortable situation. And I was like, "Woo, ah, outdone." So, people, that's my recap. That's my recap of my of the video. I did a video earlier and I sent it out. And the video is also in audio format. And you can also see the video on Spotify. And going forward, you can always leave a voice message on my Spotify, and I'll replay it on the show, and I'll respond to it. How about go ahead and do that for me? Okay, so that's my recap. Now, and my update is that I'm doing I have a couple more videos on in them streets and that I'm gonna play. But I think in the near future I'm gonna do a series on character, on different traits of character. And we're gonna talk about it, okay? And now going forward, we're gonna I'm gonna put another for those who just coming on, I'm gonna put another link in the comment section. And you can get in the back room and come on, give me your 2 cents. You may actually get nickel back. Like I already got somebody in the back room. Let me see. They got Tito. All right. Okay. Renee.
Good evening.
All right. Okay, we
Well,
got Renee. And then we got Huggy Bear. Is it Huggy Bear?
What happened to Tito?
Right. Let me
What happened?
see.
What happened to Tito?
I don't know. He'll pop back. He'll pop back. I thought I had my mic working, but I guess it's not. It's good as gonna get right now. Tito, oh, what happened? The other bear, other I was I hear echo, hear echo. Hello, but wait, Tito get back on.
Uh, yeah, that's not with me. That's probably that echo's probably with Philip. Cause I have nothing else on here.
Yes, Philip Bill that he been drinking that brown. Yeah. Tito, where you at? Where are you? Where are you? I may maybe try rehab this thing.
That's
Huh?
good, right?
Yeah, not it's not good, but it worked. It worked. Okay. Hey, so say people. So what you think about the I don't know. Did anybody get a chance to see the video? I know I gave a summary for the most part.
Did she, as far as you know, did she leave any, comments or anything about the drive or
I don't know. She was tore up. It's an alternative. No, no, she was tore up.
okay?
I mean,
So
she
then
was.
you didn't,
What's that?
so you didn't hear anything that you think may have had to do anything with the ride afterwards. It was pretty much over. She got out and it was over.
Yeah, a couple of times in the ride, she said, "Wait a minute, you ain't my boyfriend."
Oh my goodness, that's awful.
She said, "Who are you? You ain't my boyfriend." I said, "No, I'm the driver."
Wow.
Tito was there. He went away again.
Yeah. He went
Yeah,
away again. Oh yeah.
yeah. He popped up, then he went away again. Yeah, man, overseas. Um, yeah. So she popped. So she kept on. She kept on laying down until she got back up. And my whole objective was to get out.
Yeah. Drunk riders, boy.
See,
Oh, there's Tito.
she wasn't just drunk. She was drunk and lit.
Yeah.
And she was drunk and lit. I mean, she kept on expressing how lit she was.
Yeah. I remember those days from long, long ago.
Being stronger, drunk and lit.
Yeah. Long time ago. I mean, I'm talking about riders.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. I
It
haven't.
wasn't. It wasn't clear.
Yeah, I
Tito,
haven't.
Tito, is your sound on?
Yes, I can hear.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you kept on. And she had to go to potty break. You kept on going out.
No, no, no. I'm in Raleigh right now. My daughter and her husband had their baby on Sunday, so I'm here with them.
Papa.
Yeah. So I'm so I'm doing everything from my cell phone. I forgot to bring my laptop with me between my cell phone and my iPad, so I'm having a few difficulties here. So I'm sitting up.
Congratulations,
Thank you, thank you,
boy, girl.
boy.
Is that your
Is your
first
first?
grandchild?
No, that's not my first grandchild. That's my first grandchild by my oldest daughter.
Oh, okay. How many grandchildren do you have altogether?
5.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. I
That's
got
super.
yeah, 3 boys and 2 girls.
Wow. That's super awesome.
Yeah.
How's it feel?
How's it feel? Well, I tell everybody, they have to call me Pawpaw because if I can still produce them, you can't call me Granddad yet.
They call you T.O. or
No,
Cam
no,
Newton.
no, they,
T.O. got 12. Cam got 7.
hey, the plumbing, the indoor plumbing still work. That's all I got to say. Leave it like that.
Yeah. Hey,
Ah,
hey,
Speaking of plumbing, you was about to have a leak in your car today. I see. I watched the. Well, I didn't watch it. I listened to the audio earlier when you posted.
okay. Yeah. So, what you think? Cause you did the beginning summary. So, what's your take on it? It's like
Um,
I consider that uh of unconventional circumstance or just unexpected
well,
experience.
when I was listening to the audio earlier and you was telling the story, I was like, oh my god, I was kind of scared for you because that situation could have turned out a lot differently. Especially with her being drunk and then talking about you was with the other girl and then her, you know, taking off her, pulling down her trousers to possibly urinate in the back of your car. You know that could have went a whole bunch of different ways. Um, she especially forgetting where I think it was Treetop or someplace you she ended up
Yeah.
if I remember correctly, you pulled up the address brought you to a Hotel 6, a Motel 6, whatever they
Right.
were.
Right.
Uh, and then you was like, "This is the address," and her phone went dead. And then she said something about Treetop or something, and then you took over there, and she had no clue. And I remember you saying that she asked who was you after a while, forgot who she was dealing with. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm scared for her, but I'm also scared for you the most because she could have said anything, and if she would have said that to the authorities, you have been trying to be like, hey, that it didn't go down like that,
Right.
you know. Especially with this Me Too stuff going, I'm an advocate for people rights and stuff like that, but I don't want to see anybody falsely accused of anything. Um, so, but at the same time, well, I can't say, but on another note, I don't think I think you should watch if you're gonna drink, get high, puff your. Well, she was smoking the what I forgot what you call them things. I don't
Right.
smoke. Yeah, vape. If you're gonna smoke your vape and you're gonna drink to that, you need to have a chaperone. Not just use an Uber. I give her kudos for using an Uber because she's not drinking and driving. But at the same time, you need a chaperone because what if you wasn't a upstanding dude? She could have been easily took advantage in that situation, and that's too lit.
Too lit for comfort. Come on, somebody.
Yes,
It- She,
yes.
she was too. She is too lit for comfort.
And but I was like, OMG, I
Yeah.
couldn't do it. I'll be scared to be an Uber driver listening to that story. It
And,
just make you nervous.
and she told me she's like, you ain't gonna have. You ain't gonna.
wow.
I said, no, I got it. I got this. She's like, I said, no, pull up. She's like, no, go ahead. You got it. She's like, you ain't gonna help. I said, no, I'm not. No,
That's it. Exactly.
I helped her with a shoe. She said, thank. She said, thank you. I said, there. Okay, she out the car. 'Cause all the time I'm thinking like, oh Lord, man, I've seen videos, countless videos about people calling the police. I don't. This gonna mess up my whole day. I ain't call the police, get this woman out of my car. So I just shift and said, come on now, they got charges inside. Let's just get out. 'Cause as soon as she got out,
Do you run a
I gotta go.
camera? Do
What's
you
that?
run a camera in do you have a camera in your car while you're doing this?
No, no, I have one. I just haven't put it up. No, I didn't have a camera that time. No, and no, I don't have a camera in the camera while I'm doing it. That'd been good
Okay.
video too.
Yeah, that would have been, you would have had to blur her face most definitely to say the embarrassment for her. Also, I would like to know. I know you probably don't know. Do you know the outcome? Did she stay at the place where she ended up using the bathroom in the end? Did she make it home? Do you know?
No, I'm pretty sure she got home some type of way.
It just wasn't your problem anymore.
Yeah, she was at the hotel. So if not, she's at the hotel. So the front desk person, he really appreciated, man. He said thanks for the heads up. Because I said, listen, man, man, she lit, she drunk. I mean, I think she needs to test a mental issue.
Hmm.
I'm just letting you know she was in the bathroom, brother. She don't know where she got to go. And he said, man, thanks for the heads up. And then right then, as soon as I said that, I said, I really apologize. I really apologize.
He
I ran for the door.
He's probably accustomed to seeing, if he working at a receptionist at a hotel, he's probably accustomed to seeing people coming in there all kinds of ways.
Yeah, it probably is, but it's good to have the heads up. So he probably called security, or if you call police, they can get her to her location because yeah, they can get to her location. They get charged of a phone call somebody because she did talk to somebody that had an address, had an idea of an address, but an idea of an address to a person that doesn't know what they're doing or where they at
Hmm.
is it's still scary.
Yeah, yeah, most definitely,
Yeah,
most definitely.
Phil, Phil,
He don't
you
know.
know,
He,
I'm still here.
but I did. You never said no. All I saw, I saw
Here.
what
Can y'all hear
one.
me?
Yeah, I saw one dog beat up the other dog, then ate a piece of ate a piece of bacon, ate a piece of bacon, and then the popo came, the men in black. Yeah, what I said earlier, Phil, I said uh unconventional situation. What I said earlier, Phil, want to talk to you.
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
yes.
Hello? Hello? Can y'all
Yeah.
hear me? Oh,
Oh
y'all
Lord.
can hear me. What did
Yeah.
you ask me?
What is the topic I said under I said unconventional situations? What's the term I used earlier?
Wait a minute. I think we was talking about embarrassing and uncomfortable situations.
That's it. That's it. And so I would say this too lit for comfort, uncomfortable situations. And I think we had a conversation.
Uncomfortable situations.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Phil.
Well, the only thing I was gonna say is, had that lady used the bathroom in your car, would you showed us how much character you really had when you didn't go off?
Well, he would charge her a cleaning fee.
Yeah, this is a different platform.
They don't have
I,
cleaning fee.
I don't know. They probably did.
Can y'all hear
Go ahead.
me?
Yeah, but we was parked, and she was gonna. I saw her turn to the sideways. I thought I heard her say it. That's all. All I need to have an idea of what I thought I heard. I said, no, 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 not today, devil, not today.
Well, the devil was teasing you when she said 3 times, "You ain't my boyfriend." Let me pull my pants back up.
So she asked you, "Are you going to help? You ain't going to help?" I said, "No, no, not at all."
Wow.
Yeah, I have put your shoe on so you can walk.
I think I want you to tell us some more of these confession stories. Some of the crazies that's gotten in your car.
Well, I want to say they're crazy. Some people just are disoriented at that current time. And I generate,
No,
and that was
we're gonna
one.
have to call it what it is. They are nuts.
Well,
They are wackos.
hey Phil, the doctor had to give the politically correct answer. He can't say that.
And she had more issues than some.
I'm sorry.
She had more issues than some. And it was middle of the day too, and she said, "I believe I can do a school on how to get lit right." That's when she was somewhat coherent. And I said, "Okay, take the first location." She said, "This not it." What do you mean it's not it? So where you going then? I don't know. Do you know anybody you can call that knows? And she called the person. Then was the person started telling me, and then the phone went dead. I said, "Oh yeah, maybe there I need to keep Apple chargers in the car." But hey,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
Now the only thing I can say about this whole situation is we're not calling it crazy. We're gonna call them unusual stories or strange stories. Because that's not the same as you know, dag, I can't see I'm trying to say it and not be mean, but I'm that it's unusual for somebody to get in your cab and not know where they're going.
Hmm.
Their car, the phone goes dead. They She said to you 4 times, "You ain't my boyfriend." I think you should have told her you was one time just to get a reaction.
well, I think she shifted back to she
But,
thought her boyfriend.
just to be serious and all, believe it or not, these stories is what makes the world go round. When something unusual happens to you, it's not the usual thing, but it's the unusual. And I'm gonna follow Major Tito example of I won't go too far and say something where somebody got hurt or we have to be polite, if you will. But some of those unusual stories is what makes the world go round. It is. It's something to laugh about.
Well, real
But I
life is.
still think you did show how much integrity you had when she didn't go to the bathroom in your car. I just got to throw that back at you, Doc.
Actually, I thought I was hearing things. I thought I said, "I gotta pee." I said, I said, "Mm." and, and, uh, and then she turned to the side, and then she leaned over. Then, uh, I left the door wide open. I jumped out the car so quick, thought I was in football camp. Did the juke move? Barry Sanders ain't had nothing on me. Bam, got out. The
You
OJ.
know what? I want to remind me of Pecker cartoon, Gorgeous Gal, when she kept showing him her leg, and she would say to him, "You like cheesecake?" That's what she was trying to say to you.
I never seen that. I never seen that one. I never seen that one. So that's the I guess uncomfortable situation for me.
Send that one. just so you can see it and laugh.
What you say? What did you say?
I'm gonna look up that cartoon and send it to you, just so that
Okay,
you can get a good laugh.
okay, okay. So that's my uncomfortable situation. Has anybody else on the panel have had an uncomfortable situation
Hmm,
that you can reflect back on?
uncomfortable.
Think about the time I went to the grocery store and didn't have enough money. They had to put all my food back.
That's uncomfortable.
Was everybody looking at you?
Sure
Now,
was.
You sure you didn't just roll the car out and walk real fast and then they caught up, you just left it?
Uh, Let me tell you this. It just from this day forward, when I go in the store, I make sure I got enough money.
Did nobody at the counter of the heart say, let's not pay for
Up. We not in South Carolina.
it? You in Chicago. Yeah. Yeah. I should Oh, I take care of that. How much? 150? That happened. Okay, anybody else with a couple situation?
Well, I had a rider once that, yeah, she wouldn't get out of my car. It also, she was intoxicated. She wasn't actually my rider. She got in the car and I told her, no, I'm not your driver. But she kept asking me to take her home, and she started whimpering because she said her friends left her. She's like, oh, I can't believe my friends left me. I can't, Um, eventually, yeah. And then I had the riders were actually calling me to see where I was, and I was telling them I'm on the way, and but she wouldn't get out the car. She was like, "Please, just take me home. Just take me home, please." They're like, "Ma'am, I can't. You're not my rider." And then eventually, yeah, there was a security guard there. She got out, and I told him, that he probably needed to like, look after her because she may, make sure she's okay. And he said he would.
And so did you drag out?
No, I just kept talking to her and asking, for her to leave. Say, my riders they're waiting on me. I have to go and get them. I have to go and get them. And she got out eventually. Then I think from that point, the security guard, hopefully he helped her then.
Okay. How about you, Tito?
no, I can't think of nothing except for when I was a teenager. I was doing something I ain't had no business, but I really don't want to disclose that on social media or anything.
Mm,
Yeah, I was run the red lecture real. Okay. Um, it's let me see. What's the segue? Another situation that is a comfortable situation is for all the people that was praying for that girl and that said she was lost. Oh Lord, she got kidnapped. Oh Lord, my poor bitch. And people saying, and her girlfriend said, she's such a good soul. She's such a good soul. She always doing stuff like this. The little baby's walking in the middle of the highway, and she got out and she went to go try to save the little baby, and we haven't seen her for 3 days. Then just the other day she knocked up on the door, and, and she and, and she said she got kidnapped, but then the story changed, and well, me and my boyfriend had a little situation. So
wow.
how comfortable you think that person that was defending that girl's honor and all the people that was praying for her safety feel? How comfortable,
I
uncomfortable you think they feel?
I think they feel very uncomfortable. I think they feel like fools. My heart just goes out to the family, especially the parents, and worried and concerned, and then for her situation to get the media attention that it got, that was awesome, especially for a person of color. And now, what about she cried wolf? What about when something happened? Is everybody going to take that as a cried wolf because everybody got behind it? That can be uncomfortable for a lot of people now.
Renee, I think that's you. Are you open to sound?
What type of sound do you hear? Oh, well,
Oh
let me
my God.
let me know if
Oh,
it stops.
yeah,
Renee
you
was talking
awake
about
now?
my eating last week.
Do you still hear it?
It's okay. It's stopped.
Oh, it was my air
Yeah,
conditioner.
no. You just woke up. That's all.
No, no, it was my air conditioning unit.
I said, what the world is that? I thought it was Phil, but then Phil on mute. So it could be him.
Yeah, it was my air conditioner. I,
Okay, okay. Another uncomfortable situation is that you know how the people that's praying for herself and her girlfriend that was saying that she's such a giving spirit. So with the, so take that in mind. So all the support she got, take that into account of Jesse Smollett.
yeah,
I'm the
yeah,
gatekeeper.
mm, yeah.
I
I
got one
was
better for you. What about OJ?
what's that? Who?
OJ.
Well,
OJ.
if the glove didn't fit, you must have quit. OJ was innocent.
Well, what about the part where he went to claim all of his stuff at that hotel room?
Oh, that was stupid.
That was
Uh,
foolish.
that's foolish. I mean, they already had it out for you, and you just got away with something. Then you'll go. Yeah, that's just that's not actually the most outrageous thing that to me that OJ did is that he co-signed and wrote the book. If I did it, this is how.
Yeah, he's yeah.
So what in the world? So if there was any reservation that about because to me personally, he could always he could lay low for 5 years. Low key, he's already get his pension, and they came out and said, "Listen, I didn't do it," and started doing little bits on Sports Center and stuff like that because he got his claim I got vindicated. But when you write a book or co-sign a book, this is if I did it, this is how. It kind of because a lot of people won't even know about this generation won't even know really about OJ. They just know the prowess of OJ and the story behind it, but they that kind of one dies away. He could just lay low. He could do Lance Armstrong. When last time you heard about Lance Armstrong?
I got one for you, Doc. I got
Good.
another one for you. You got to follow me with this one. So I'll kind of rush the story.
Okay.
Here in Chicago, we're talking a whole lot about the hazing situation with Northwestern.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
my take on it is, while you were playing sports, you didn't have anything to say about you being in an uncomfortable situation. But now
No,
that you're not doing it, all of that is over with. Why are you bringing up this hazing situation?
who
What
me
is
or
your take on that?
um me
I'm
particularly
gonna start
bringing?
out with you because you was a football player. You were the
Okay.
big man on campus.
No. I
So I'm
would.
Well,
sure you hazed a bunch of freshmen in your day.
what is the situation at Northwestern? I think that's the thing. What
Right.
happened at Northwestern?
That hazing is is the situation. They've been called out for hazing, and I assume that the hazing is harmful
Oh,
because hazing in categorized now is it goes from buffoonery to death for the most part. If you look at some of the guidelines behind hazing now, they you can't talk about nobody's mama. I mean, it just goes they cover the whole gamut of it. But as far as the football hazing, I ended up well in college they shaved my head, but I needed a haircut. So I mean, but everybody shaved their head, all freshmen as far as college football. And in high school, oh no, I didn't get hazed. They thought guys would strike them down.
That's a different. No, the only no. You avoided my question. You know what my question was? Did you haze any freshmen?
Oh no, did I haze people? No, do to others, do to others that you have them do unto you, kind sir. No, did I haze? No, I haze nobody. Oh, okay. Oh, explain. What do you mean by haze?
Actually, Doc, I know my place. This is your show. I don't want to get fired.
No, no,
So
no. No. What do you mean by haze?
no, hazing. Okay, can I pose that question to Tito in the military? Because you had a higher rank. How did you handle that situation?
I didn't haze. Now, some things we did, you can almost consider it hazing, but it's more of a tradition. But
Right.
sometimes people can take that tradition too far, and that's when it becomes hazing. And but I wasn't the type to haze because you can injure somebody. You can actually end a career with some of the hazing buffoonery that goes on. So I didn't participate in anything like that. I believe in tradition and some of the stuff like promotions that we did for promotion and things like that. But you had some people that took it so far, too far, and it became against the law to haze in the military. You can actually get in some serious trouble for hazing in the military. So that was something I didn't play myself.
Yeah.
okay.
Now I see some people. I remember God told me that he expressed about organization. He said, "Man, if you turn line, if you fought back, you won't get respect." I said, what? So that's what he said. You gotta let me beat you. I gotta let you beat me. What? It doesn't it doesn't sound right. And then I have noticed that people in organizations, the ones that did the most, was a lot of times the weakest ones. They got something to prove because that's not the reason. It's tradition, but some stuff they people go overboard because they try to prove something.
Mm, yeah.
Insecurity.
You could see that in leadership too. If they didn't have much going on, or any not even necessarily leadership. I say leadership in any position that puts you in a position of authority. How that person act, you can kind of see if that person was like a weak or wasn't popular before they got into that position, because now they use their position as their identity, vice like, hey, I'm just playing a role here. And we could say like, hey, the like I just use a police officer for example. It's not all of them, but you got some police officers, when they put up, since they got that badge on them, They think they can infringe on your rights and just do certain things, talk to you and speak to you certain ways. And because they got that badge, they know you are limited on how you can reply, how you reply to, or how you act in the situation, because now they can be like, well, you resisted, or this. We see the videos all the time. I know I do. Like just flipping through online, and even YouTube, you'll see where a cop is asking a person a question, and the person kind of know their rights, and they ask the question back like, okay, why, what's the problem, or why do you need to see my identification at this time? Am I being detained? And the cop don't want to answer, because they say, if they say no, you're not being detained, you can walk away. But they do things to try to, like kind of like entrap you. And I feel like them are the kind of people that, you know they take their authority or their position too far, vice, meeting you, other than living up to the law, or what the law or the rules or regulations are. And that's why I just didn't, one of them things, as a leader. When I had Marines under my charge, I didn't want them, the rank, you get respect, you know what I mean, because it's a chain of command. But you want somebody to respect more of the person than a position of authority. That comes anything that has a ranking system, or that's like playing a sport. The head coach is in charge. Okay,
Right.
you gonna that head coach gonna get respect anyway, because he's the head coach. But do he just want respect because he's the head coach, or do he want his the who he is as a person to be respected? Which one is more important? And I always felt like, if the person is being respected, you get a lot more done than just the position being respected.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, I agree. I I think sometimes we a person can be in a comfortable situation, the person who's not in authority, and they have to abide by the wishes of authority for the simple reason that they want to keep their job, they want to be part of the organization, they don't want to be kicked out of a church. I think,
Yeah,
or they want to be part of, they want to be accepted in a certain friend group. I think it goes across the border, across different genres and different areas, and that's why it's it's good to speak up when you don't feel comfortable, so you won't get yourself deeper in. In some situations, it'd be all right, it'd be uncomfortable situation one time, but sometimes people take advantage of you and becomes, or he's the person to go to. He's the patsy, and gets deeper and deeper and deeper. Before you know it, you're sucked in. Uh, it can be a peer pressure thing, also as well as being an adolescent or a young adult. And why don't you try this? Why don't you try this drug? Why don't you drink this? And you don't drink, or you don't smoke, but you don't want to be left out either.
right.
Um, yeah, a lot of people do things because they want to be quote unquote left out. Nobody wants to be alone.
Mm, mm.
Yeah, so uncomfortable
So,
situation. Go ahead.
I got a question for you. If you are in an uncomfortable situation, how do you suggest that you handle that?
247, a Glock, 33 Magnum. No, I'm messing with- I don't even know the right names of the guns. You know I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah, we noticed.
Uh, ha ha ha.
No, but seriously, but
Go ahead.
as a professional therapist and all of that, how would you suggest that a person, if they're in a uncomfortable situation, how would you suggest they find their way out of that?
Context. What type of uncomfortable situation?
Just all right, we can let's use your situation for example. Other than just dumping them off at a hotel with the guy behind the counter and running out. But how would you suggest that you deal with that? Because I know it had to be uncomfortable with you. She's drunk. She's in and out. She remember you, then she don't remember you. Don't know what's going on. She's actually pulling her clothes down in your vehicle, and about to use the restroom. I mean, how? I mean, what would you think was your strong points of handling that situation, and what do you think you could have did differently that you think you could have did differently to help the situation come
Well,
out even better?
my strong point of the situation is that I want to get to a safe place. I didn't take it back to the Motel 6. It actually was a nice hotel that was by the location she said. So I said, this is great. So I pulled route and location, and I didn't just dump off at the corner. I literally walked her inside. And so to secure that she had safety. And not only did I walk inside, I talked to the person who runs the front desk to let him know what's happening. Knowing that one or two things I could have called the police. I could this is what I could have did. I could have called the police in addition to that. That's how I could have made it better. But as far as making sure the person is secure, the person is safe, and they can get some assistance, the next thing I could have, the only thing I think I could have done is call the police to come and assist the people at the hotel. But whatever you do, you got to be calm and responding because you react. All types of stuff could happen. She could start screaming and say, "He touched me." Right? I mean, a whole bunch of stuff could happen because she was already unstable.
Hmm.
And so you don't want to rock the boat with somebody who's unstable because obviously there may be some trauma that may be triggered. So I had to be very gingerly and have my approach to her. Not, woman, you better get this cop. No, I didn't do that. I said, come on now. Let's get out. Come on, come on. Let me help you out. No, don't touch me. And then later on she say, you ain't gonna help. I said, no, I'm not gonna help. We're gonna let's get out the car. We're gonna walk in here and we'll try to get your phone charged so we get the address. Because that was my goal.
Hmm.
Can
That
I
was my goal.
add to that? Can I add to that?
Go ahead.
Okay. I actually had another situation at a grocery store. Again, this particular time I didn't have enough money. So I did have money in my pocket, but I just didn't have enough. Sometimes you grab more than what I got $90 worth of stuff and I only got $80 in my pocket.
Right.
So the girl behind the counter, I was like, you got to take something off. She got real nasty and loud with me. And she was like throwing the stuff at me. I was like, why are you throwing that at me? And I was just as loud. I was like, it don't take all of that. If I ain't got enough, you got to take some of it off. And I ain't say nothing. I said, I ain't going to say nothing else. So one of the other people in the grocery store came over and he said, do what he said. You take some of that stuff off, and that's how you handle that. And he apologized to me, and I left the store. I left the store heated still, and I was pissed off. But I said the fact that the other guy had came over and was kind of telling her she was wrong without saying that. You ain't supposed to do this. He just said take some of the stuff off, like he told you. And I left the store, and one of the other guys had said to me, "Dude, I'm glad you kind of left it alone after that, because that was really like a tense situation." And they were saying that they didn't like that lady anyway because she was nasty to other people and don't work at that store no more. So I think sometimes you can stand your ground without resorting to violence or a knuckle sandwich. It's
Right.
not always about a knuckle sandwich. Sometimes you can get loud just like the other person is, but
Hmm.
it is about turning the other cheek too. But I will say sometimes, my other cheek it hurt from getting slapped all the time. But you know what? I guess that's why I'm still here, not 6 feet under or in jail somewhere, from just not being able to hold my temper, if you will.
Right.
What you got to say about that, Doc?
We're still praying for you.
Hey, can I ask another question, Doc?
Go ahead.
Okay, what if you tomorrow when you go out and you're making your rounds, you get that person again? What would your response? Would you bring up what happened, or would you act like it didn't happen?
No, I will see that individual and I will cancel.
Okay,
Why welcome on why why welcome something unexpected when you don't know what to expect?
okay. I was just wondering,
Yeah.
just
I
curious.
mean, yes, I mean that was it was she said I was her boyfriend 2 or 3 times. And I mean, and we didn't go that far. She told me she'd been drinking since 12 in the afternoon. And and she told me I wasn't just drinking, I was getting lit, just like that. Lit. I could teach a class that was getting lit.
What was this person possible age? I'm just curious.
She may be about she may maybe about 32, from
Yeah,
28 to 32.
Okay,
pretty young. Yeah, pretty young.
yeah.
Yeah, 28 to 32. Well, and and she was definitely early 30s though. She wasn't,
Wow.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, but she when I became picked up, I said her name. She said, "No." I said, "It says right here." So, oh, okay.
You don't think that was a warning sign for you?
Yeah, it was, but it's the first time for everything.
Okay.
It's one time, and I thought, well, and then it had the destination. Destination was that far, so I take it here. And then when I got to that destination, she said, "This ain't it." I said, "This was is in the system, though." And so
So
anyway,
you said you won't pick up that person again because of what happened. What if
right?
you get another one and I'm just and when you go to that person give you the same response that you receive, would you like call dispatch or however it goes and say, hey, I can't do this person. I suspect this person is under the influence, or would you go ahead and take that chance again?
No, I'll probably take the chance again. I just have you see for a situation you should learn for situation. I give me a Apple uh charger because if I had an Apple charger, uh I could just wait for a couple plugged in for a minute or so, and we would have got an address.
Okay.
I'm more keen on the solution than focus on the problem
Okay.
because
Hey,
you have to
Doc,
have different
I
types
got.
of people.
I think had you just taken her up on the offer and been her boyfriend, you wouldn't have had all this trouble.
Now she said I was her boyfriend. She just got a Philip was.
She said you was her boyfriend or not her
I said this
boyfriend.
guy named Philip. I said Phil. I said I know a guy named Philip. She's like, yeah, he's from Chicago. I said really?
Mm. He put you in his craziness, Phil.
All I had to do is say, help me so you can help others, so we can help people for a better tomorrow.
He
Help
trying to
me
do
so
you
I can help.
out
Was that the
trouble.
drunk way to say?
That you know how you say it, Phil?
You got to put some of that stuff back.
Help you to help tomorrow be a better today and help everybody.
Phil said you just got to put her back. Put her back where you went and picked her up from. Put her back.
Actually, you know that would have been next step.
Mhm.
I did think about that. So listen, if I didn't have that opening, I said, well, we just have to go back to the destination.
Hmm.
That's my solution. And in the meantime, I get rides similar, but not like that.
Okay.
Generally, their phones are charged. They know where they're going, and I can roll with them. But I mean, never had nobody like that just totally off.
Okay. Question. I'm not familiar with Uber or Lyft. I know what they are, and usually if I use something like that, my daughter or my son-in-law put it
Hmm.
in to pick me up or something like that,
Right.
and drop me off. Do like when they request that, they have to tell whether their location and then their destination. You just required to get them to that destination, like
Yeah.
your situation, like if you she put it in her phone, the Hotel 6, the address for the Hotel 6. By right, you could have just dropped off at Hotel 6, correct, and
Yeah. But
been done with the
yeah.
sit.
Right. And I wasn't. I was
Okay,
using a different platform, but yeah, it's right there. I can drop out. So listen, ma'am, you need to get out. I can did a Renee. Ma'am, I'm sorry. Ma'am, you got need to get out, ma'am. They got patience of Job. Ma'am, you need to get out.
well, I think you showed some patience in that situation, and I give you applause. I give you some roses right now because you went up. To me, it seemed like, from my understanding, you went above and beyond what you had to do in that situation. So I give you kudos for that.
Yeah. Hey, other option, just kick out the car. Just man, I'm sorry. You gotta get out of here now. Just yank out. And we all know that don't fare well for a man.
No, it don't.
Because all
It
she need,
don't.
even though she know who I am, she could somebody else outside could have saw me do this, and he called the police on me because she said I ain't going nowhere. She could start kicking, and they would have took me downtown just off the optics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people change the story too. Oh my God, I see this woman getting out of a cab, and the guy is trying to take her clothes off. Oh my God, oh my God.
It's just like Sounds of Freedom, just like the movie, except she's an adult.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
So,
that I mean, everybody have their yeah. So it would have been good for me to kind of to help her out, so to speak. But it's interesting all the same. I've had situations, none like that, none like that. I think in all types of situations, you need to show some type of patience, because not in that, but you can be in other situations that you would want them to do right by you. Suppose you were somewhere you just didn't have the money. You just went in a spot you had the money, and they already took you 30 minutes. I've had a situation where young boy they just didn't have the money. And he said, listen, my wife, my mother, here's such and such. Give me email, she'll pay you. And I just took them. I took them because, it could have been me.
yeah.
Hmm.
And it did pay. It did pay. Eventually,
Hey
the mom
doctor,
called me. Yeah.
okay. I don't have no money and I need to pay this bill and see what had happened. Would you help me out?
No,
No, who joined? Somebody else joined?
What? Oh,
no, nobody joined.
Oh, I thought somebody
Tito,
said,
Tito's gone.
oh, Tito joined.
He's gone.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
there he is.
took me out.
Yeah, he's back now. He's back.
You took me out. I was already joined. You took me
Oh,
out.
I heard some said somebody joined. I said somebody joined, but then that's not so. Yeah, you better
That was
take your
that was Tito coming back.
Yeah.
yeah.
You put me in a very uncomfortable situation here.
Okay, but your
I think
granddaddy.
because I was at the doctor for money, he took Tito off as to use that as an excuse. Oh, what happened, to Tito? Oh, y'all, technical difficulties. What happened? What happened?
Yeah.
He said,
Okay.
what the problem is? What the problem is? Yeah. So okay. So we discussed uncomfortable. I just know somebody. Let me see. I ain't trying to click nobody out. Tito, Renee, test 1 2 3. That's me. Okay. Okay. So I had So we discussed about first. We discussed my situation. Too lit for comfort, and we all would agree that that situation that I experienced was too lit for comfort. But we all have situations where we we have situations where we have seen people in situations uh, that are too lit for comfort. I mean, it's just uncomfortable situations, and I think when it all comes down to it, it's about something I say before is that it's not about what happened to you in his life; it's how you respond to it, and that's what separates the men from the boys. How you learn from your situations, or you constantly repeating the situation, responding, or reacting to situations like you did 20 years ago? Or have you grown and obtained some tools then to let you help you respond in a way that your blood pressure doesn't go up, that you don't stroke out, that you can learn. And it's ownership and taking responsibility and responding accordingly. There's always a lesson to learn in any uncomfortable situation. All right, people. So I appreciate all y'all coming out. And any last words?
Yeah, sometimes we can just ignore it, right?
Mm,
That's not last word. That's not
yeah,
last words. Human words.
yeah, you can't ignore that. Yeah, I can. I put a mute. Uh, how about you, Phil? Any last words, Phil?
Good show tonight. I don't really have any last words. Thanks for inviting me on. And well said, Spot.
That's a racist thing. Fine. How about you, Tito?
No real last words. I think the key is what you say is patience, and I think another thing that you said, treat somebody. Treat somebody how you want to be treated. When you was talking about a, a guy not having the money and he needed to go to a certain place, I think that goes a long way. Just being patient, being nice, being courteous, um, and keeping a cool head while things are going on. I just think it just helped the situation better than two people spazzing out.
Yeah, you read what you sow. I mean, when two people spaz out, they both look crazy. Just think about it. You only have an argument with a person if a person you have a discussion with somebody and they start getting irate and they holler and scream and you're calm. Who looks crazy? The person who's screaming.
Hmm.
Yeah. So it takes two people. It takes two people to argue. Now it only takes one person to be crazy. you know. Yeah. Sometimes it's not worth the energy. We got a certain lifespan. I'm not. I'm trying to conserve some stuff. and focus it when necessary. All right.
Mhm.
Okay, people. I appreciate all y'all assistance. I really do. And thank you for Tito and giving my sound cues because I'm still working. I'm a work in progress
All
process.
righty. We all are filthy rags. Just remember that.
Come on, come on, somebody. Dun, 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 dun. That's right. That's right. Was it filthy rag? That's right.
I was.
Oh, so now you perfect.
Now
Was
I'm
it you
washed in
focus?
the blood of Jesus.
We sin daily. We have to renew our minds daily, brother.
Now I'm clean.
Okay, Saul. I mean Paul. Whatever you want me to call you.
All right, people. Let me click, 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 click. One off. Let me see.
Good night.
Good night. I got everything showing. Is it been showing like this? Hey, gentlemen, gentlemen, this is the Hero's Journey with Dr. D. Thank you for coming out for the show on the live, and thank you for looking at the replay. Um, we all, in sometimes we get in situations that are uncomfortable. I just appeal to if anyone gets into a situation that's uncomfortable, just do it to others as you would have them do it to you. Show a little patience, give a little peace, and it come back better for you. So if you have not learned anything else from this show, how about you help me help you so we can help others by clicking subscribe, commenting, and sharing. And we currently are now by reactivating the podcast. So check out Spotify, Apple. We're on all of them, even Google Cast. As far as the podcast, go ahead and follow. Following, like I stated earlier, you can leave a message uh, on the podcast, and we will play the live message back on the next showing and respond to it in quick fashion. Yes, you will. Yes, we will. You look up above. Later on, you'll see um, a couple of in them streets, riding share with Dr. D, and my regular featured videos. So check it out. Help us. Help me help you so we can help others. Help me to make 4,000 watch hours and these 1,000 subscribers by the end of the summer. It'd be much appreciated. We can do great things together. But with that being said, we do great things together. With that being said, this is a hero's journey with Dr. D. And if you don't remember anything else, remember that life is just too short to live looking in the rearview mirror. And when you get up vertical, make it your goal in life to move forward and not move back because it's always better to be 6 feet over than 6 feet under. That means God's not through. I know it. He knows it. And you should know it. And I am out.